Tragedy is a conversational word that means disaster, sadness, or unexpected developments that victimize human happiness, well-being, and even lives. Theodicy is a less often used word that means a vindication of divine justice in allowing evil, suffering, or tragedies to exist. Tragedies we've seen, perhaps experienced, and all too painfully understand. Theodicy, the idea that God has a reason for tragedies, the idea that God allows, or even more discomforting, directs tragedies, is not so easy to understand. In the face of any circumstance, if we believe in the God of the Bible, we must acknowledge His sovereignty. He's authoritative. His omniscience, He knows all things. And His omnipotence, He is all-powerful. So nothing can or does happen outside of His will or influence. In the wake of earthquakes or tsunamis, taking the lives of tens of thousands of people, the idea that God is aware and could have thwarted the so-called natural disaster is a difficult theological pill to swallow. In the face of wars that decimate nations, the idea that God is aware and could have stopped the carnage seems to beg the question of God's love and compassion for people. So some people question God's existence, some His goodness. Some, like Job's wife, simply want to curse God and die. In the book of Job, the oldest of scriptural writings, God does not answer all of Job's questions. God reminds Job and us that He, God, is great. He is good. He is just. He is love. God is big, bigger than our circumstances. Theodicy, the idea that God is just, requires faith. Faith in a God whose goal is to reconcile us with Him, even through tragedies. The most comforting thought of all, God is good, and He is in charge.